Carmelo Hayes. This one hurts. I did not want to make this video, but I have to now. After the results of SmackDown last night, seeing that match, which was a good match, but the bloodline stuff, I guess Jace, Jeff, his name Jeff Cobb, it's not no JC Mateo, but it's not any point in the video. But Carmelo Hayes, it's over with. I'm sorry, and I don't like Carmelo Hayes, but it's over with for Carmelo Hayes, and they set Carmelo Hayes up for failure last year when, last year when they did the draft, and he was the first overall pick in the draft. He was the first overall pick to SmackDown. So you tell me you make this guy the first overall pick, and in a year of being on the main roster, it hasn't even been believable for him to be a world champion. I'm not saying he has to get the world title, but you can at least make it believable for him to be the world champion. You didn't even give him a tag team title match with The Miz, with the story you're doing now, and you didn't even give him a chance to be a mid-card champion in a year. And he was the first overall pick, and they've given him so. And the thing is, he's capitalizing on the opportunities that they're giving him, but they're not giving him the ball and letting him run with it, which I don't understand. Carmelo Hayes, he worked his way up through the system, through NXT, had a good reign there. He was a North American champion, I'm pretty sure had a good reign. Was NXT champion. The stuff he did with Trick was great. The stuff he did with Illy was really good. Then he got called up, and then he was doing some stuff on SmackDown before he got officially called up. I think he had a match with Randy Orton. And then once you officially call him up, he's the first pick in the draft. You have him do, if you wanted to make his gimmick the best of 7 series or best of 5, like best of 3, like he's always wins the clinching game, the clinching match. Like can't really think of a team who's always in that. That's a bad example because they always lose. But he wanted to make him that gimmick, the sports gimmick, like it's basketball, baseball, whatever, hockey, whatever sport that has 7 game series. You could have made his gimmick that, like Black Couch Brooklyn was saying. Shout out Black Couch Brooklyn. You could have made his gimmick something like that, but you didn't even do that. You had him and Andrade do a best of 7 series, and the 7th match ended in a DQ and a no contest with LA Knight interfering. You had a triple threat match, and what was a great triple threat match, and Carmelo Hayes could have won there, and you still have LA Knight retain just to lose to Shinsuke Nakamura, for Shinsuke to defend it once before losing it, or twice, and the reign was terrible, one of the worst U.S. title reigns in recent memory. So that was your first chance there to capitalize off of that. And then you had him doing stuff for Cody Rhodes, with him working with your champion, with the North Star of the industry, as y'all call him, and you have him lose multiple matches against Cody, against Randy. Like when he did the stuff with Cody, he was feuding. Cody was feuding with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens could have come out there, cost him the match, and Carmelo Hayes could have won, justifying him getting a title match versus whoever won that match. And even if he lost, you still would have featured him in the main event scene. Like, I'm not asking him to be the world champion tomorrow, but as the first overall pick in the draft, you have expectations for him. When the Pelicans picked Zion Williamson first overall in the draft a few years ago, they have high expectations for him. But he's been there, 6 years and never played a playoff game, and never been to the playoffs like twice. And now he has these allegations that they got to deal with, which I'm not going to get into that in this video. But y'all see the point that I'm trying to make. The Spurs get Wemby back-to-back years. He's in Defensive Player of the Year conversations. But the first year, the team was too bad for him to realistically win it. And then the second year, he gets injured, which halts his momentum. And obviously, that's not his fault or the Spurs' fault. It's just an unfortunate scene of events. But in WWE's case, you pick him first overall, have something planned for him. You didn't follow through on the stuff in the U.S. title picture when he would have been a perfect U.S. champion. He has a gimmick for it. He has a good look. He has great mic skills. He's good in the ring. Like, he really has it all for a guy in the mid-card. He could easily be a main eventer. His talent is the talent level of a main eventer. He just has to work his way up, just like he's been doing, and being in the mid-card first. Like, I could definitely see Carmelo as a main eventer, but they aren't booking him that way. And then you do the stuff with what's his face? The Miz. Okay, wasn't a fan of it, still not a fan of it. And you don't even, they talk trash to the Street Profits, don't even get a title match. So what's the purpose of it? It's like, so you're just not gonna follow through on them having a tag team match against the Street Profits for the titles? And now the Miz is trying to take credit for what Carmelo Hayes did? No, you didn't do any of this. Carmelo Hayes has been working himself up. Carmelo Hayes don't need a mouthpiece. They just didn't have nothing for the Miz to do either. So they stuck these two together because WWE doesn't know what they're doing right now. That's embarrassing. And if anything, if Trick wasn't doing the TNA stuff, which I'm actually loving the fact that he's doing that, because if he got called up, I don't know where he'd be right now. But if you do call him up and you still don't have Melo doing anything, put him and Trick together, make them a tag team, have them going the third longest tag team reign in history, have them hold the titles. Then they had to beat New Day to become second all time on the for most days as tag champs. Then had them lose to the Usos because they had the longest reign at 622 days. Then they're 621, so now they just need to beat the Usos to prove that they're the greatest the greatest tag team championship reign ever, and they're not able to do that. Then they don't even have to go their separate ways. They can still be, or they can, but they don't have to turn on each other. They can be world champion, WWE champion, different lands get split up through the draft. This stuff feels so easy with Carmelo Hayes, and he's so good, so I don't understand what they're doing. Then you get to the triple threat match last night with Andrade and Jacob Fatu, and obviously Fatu wasn't going to win because of the bloodline story they still got going. So it leaves you Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, and Andrade is a good wrestler. It's nothing against Andrade, but you let Andrade pin Melo, which is essentially giving him that last win, even though Carmelo eliminated him in the Battle Royal. So they're always suggesting to put on good matches and have good moments with each other. Like, they have great chemistry. I'm not going to take that away from Andrade, but Carmelo Hayes would have made more sense to me in the Money in the Bank, because, like I said, Andrade is a good wrestler, but I think Melo, as far as character work goes, promo skills, he has all that. Like, in-ring ability, Andrade has that for sure, but it's not like he has it by a wide margin. But Carmelo Hayes is better at everything else, and this was the perfect opportunity for him to go to Money in the Bank once again. He wasn't it last year, but nobody really remembers that. If you put him in here this year, I think he'd be more. I think people will remember his spots and his stuff more in the match this year, and they just didn't go with that. I mean, I think Carmelo Hayes working on the main roster has been pretty bad. Like, they've had some stuff and just not followed through with it. Like, Carmelo Hayes this isn't where he should be at right now. He should be in the Money in the Bank match. He's not even going to be on the Money in the Bank card. I don't even think he was at WrestleMania. He wasn't on the Elimination Chamber card. So, and he's missed a lot of pay-per-views, and he is very talented. That's just my honest opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Should Andrade have won the triple threat match last night, or should it have been Carmelo Hayes? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and justice for Carmelo Hayes.